Okay, so we are on chapter number 9. The Kauravas felt shameful. So we have already completed the vocabulary part of the chapter, and today we will be doing the explanation part of the chapter. Okay, so we are on chapter number 9, and this is about the Kauravas and the Pandavas. आपने महाभारत देखी किसी ने भी? टीवी पे आती है महाभारत, किसी ने देखी है? So इसके अंदर हमारे पास मेजरली दो टीम्स हैं, एक है पांडव, एक है कौरव. So पांडव, they are the heroes of Mahabharat, and the Kauravas, जो कौरव हैं, they are the villains of the Mahabharat. Okay, so there are two teams, Pandavas and Kauravas. पांडव 5 भाई हैं, 5 brothers they are, and the Kauravas, they are 100 brothers. And Pandavas and Kauravas, they are cousins of each other. Okay. So पांडव और कौरव का स्टोरी क्लियर हुआ? कोई और जानते हैं पांडव और कौरव के बारे में? Anybody who knows anything about Kauravas and Pandavas? Anybody who knows about Kauravas or Pandavas? Any story or anything you know about? जिसने भी किसी ने थोड़ी सी महाभारत देखी है? Anyone who has seen Mahabharat and who knows about Kauravas and Pandavas? So basically what we have Pandavas who are 5 brothers and Kaurav जो है they are 100 brothers. And इन दोनों की आपस में लड़ाई है. And ठीक है, they don't like each other. So this story which we are learning today, which we will be studying today, this chapter, this is an excerpt from Mahabharat. Excerpt मतलब एक महाभारत की एक story है. This is a part of Mahabharat. So the relationship between Pandavas and Kauravas, they were bitter. Okay, so ये दोनों जो cousins हैं, पांडव और कौरव, ये दोनों cousins हैं, cousin भाई बहन भाई हैं. इनके बीच में जो relation है, इनके बीच में जो रिश्ता है, they are not good. इनका झगड़ा चलता रहता है. झगड़ा regarding what? They always keep fighting regarding the kingdom. Pandavas, they want the kingdom. Kauravas, they want the kingdom. But kingdom can be of only one team only. Only one team can win, right? So पूरी जो महाभारत है, this is about who will win the kingdom. Who will win the kingdom? So Pandavas and Kauravas, the relationship is bitter because they are enemies of each other. And Kauravas, as they are villains, they always tried to use the cunning ways to harm Pandavas. उन्होंने हमेशा क्या करते थे कौरव जो हैं, हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ तरीके निकालते थे so that they can harm Pandavas. Okay, वो पांडव को कुछ ना कुछ नुकसान पहुंचा सके. So एक बार एक गेम हुआ. Anybody knows about the game which Pandavas lost? Anybody who knows about the game? जो चौसर का गेम है. Harshita Soni is raising her hand. Anybody who knows about the game? Just a second, Harshita. I'm unmuting you. I want you to tell the class. Harshita, you're not visible to me. Just switch on your camera, dear. So, okay, Harshita, okay. I'm unmuting you, Harshita.
Yes, ma'am, I know the game.
Yeah, please tell me.
Ma'am, in the game, what happened? Duryodhan uncles, the maternal uncles, Mama Shakuni plays by the side of Duryodhan.
Yeah,
And
correct.
Duryodhan cheated Pandavas.
Yeah. So what happens then? Who loses and who wins?
Pandav loses.
Pandavas lose.
Pandav loses everything they have. Pandavas have lose.
Yeah. So Pandavas जो है, thanks Harshita, thank you so much. So what happens in the game? Pandavas जो है, वो सब कुछ हार जाते हैं अपना, सारा सब कुछ हार जाते हैं. And they are sent for an exile of 12 years. Okay, उनको 12 साल के वनवास पे भेज दिया जाता है. What is an exile? An exile is that you are asked to go away from their home. आपको अपने घर से निकाल दिया जाता है. That is called an exile. And you are supposed to live in the forest. Okay, आपको forest के अंदर रहना है, आपको घर से दूर रहना है. You are a king, but you are asked to live in a forest. So उन्हें 12 साल के वनवास पे भेज दिया जाता है. Okay, so now लेकिन अब वो वनवास में रह रहे हैं, फिर भी कौरव उनसे खुश नहीं है कि उनको नुकसान पहुंचा रहा है. So let's see what Kauravas do then. Okay, so let's start with the chapter. Okay, children. So let's start with the chapter. If the screen is not visible to you clearly, you can take out your books. Okay, if the screen is not visible. So let's start with the chapter. The Pandavas had been living in exile. Okay, so the Pandavas जो थे, they were living in exile. Exile means देश निकाला उनको दिया हुआ है पांडव को और वो exile में रह रहे हैं. The period of 12 years of exile was now coming to an end. Okay, so they were living in exile, but जो 12 साल का जो वनवास था, it was coming to an end. It was going to end. उनको पांडव्स को exile में रहते रहते 12 साल होने आए थे, 12 साल खत्म होने वाले थे. Their cousins, the Kauravas, did not want them to come back alive and claim their kingdom. लेकिन कौरव्स क्या चाहते थे? They did not want कि पांडव जो है वापस घर आए और उनको सारा का सारा किंगडम जो है मिल जाए. बेसिकली यहाँ लड़ाई सारी किंगडम की है, राज्य की है कि राजा कौन बनेगा. सो द कौरव्स वांट टू बी द किंग्स एंड दे डिड नॉट वांट पांडव्स टू बी अलाइव. वो चाहते थे कि पांडव मर जाए और हमें सारा का सारा किंगडम मिल जाए. They wanted to know how the Pandavas were getting on. So now Kauravas were very excited and they wanted to know कि पांडव्स वहां कैसे रह रहे हैं. कि घर में तो ये किंग्स हैं, इनके इतने सारे सर्वेंट्स हैं, but how Pandavas are living in the exile. So Kauravas wanted to know, they were curious to know how Pandavas were living in the exile. So for this, what do? They sent a spy to find them out. उन्होंने एक spy भेजा. Okay, spy is जासूस भेजा. Okay, so Kauravas sent a spy, एक जासूस भेजते हैं to find out how Pandavas are living in the exile. The spy returned. Okay, it's there. Okay, children, just correct it out. It's not they, it's there. Their. There. Their spy returned and reported that the Pandavas were living very happily. So now the spy goes to Pandavas and he checks how Pandavas are living in the exile, how Pandavas are living in the forest without any kingdom. So the spy just checks that Pandavas are living very happily there. Pandavas kings हैं, फिर भी वो जंगल में बहुत खुशी से रह रहे हैं, बहुत आराम से रह रहे हैं. So he gives this information to Kauravas. अब this information added fuel to the fire of their anger. ठीक है, अब इससे क्या हुआ? अब ये information किसको मिली? कौरव्स को मिली कि वहां पे तो पांडव बहुत आराम से रह रहे हैं. So this information added fuel to the fire of their anger. अब कौरव जो है, they are already angry. Why? Because the Pandavas are coming back from exile. Because 12 साल कंप्लीट होने वाले हैं एंड पांडव जो है एग्जाइल से वापस आने वाले तो ऑलरेडी गुस्सा है. अब ये जब उनको पता चला दैट पांडव्स आर लिविंग वेरी हैप्पीली इन द एग्जाइल, तो उनको और गुस्सा आ गया. इट एडेड फ्यूल, मतलब कि आग के अंदर तेल डालना जिसे कहते हैं ना, आग में और आग उनकी भड़क गई, उनका गुस्सा और ज्यादा बढ़ गया. The Kauravas thought of a plan to terrify the Pandavas. So now, you know, Kauravas or Pandavas, they were always had a bitter relationship, and Kauravas, they always thought of some way to harm Pandavas. So उन्होंने अब एक और तरीका निकाला कि हम Pandavas को कैसे मुसीबत दें, कैसे how to harm Pandavas, how to terrify the Pandavas. They decide to take a military campaign through the forest where the Pandavas moved. उन्होंने क्या किया? उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि पूरी की पूरी एक मिलिट्री कैंपेन लेके जाएंगे. मिलिट्री कैंपेन मींस व्हाट? पूरी सेना लेके जाएंगे फॉरेस्ट के अंदर. दिस वुड स्टॉप पांडव्स फ्रॉम कमिंग बैक, और उन पांडव्स को हम वहीं पे रोक देंगे. एक पूरी की पूरी सेना लेके जाएंगे और पांडव्स को वहीं पे रोक देंगे, उनको फॉरेस्ट के अंदर ही रोक देंगे. वी विल नॉट लेट देम कम बैक टू द किंगडम. Okay, so let's do the oral response questions. Question number 1. How was relationship between Kauravas and Pandavas? How was the relationship between Kauravas and Pandavas? The relationship was very bitter. They had a very bitter relationship. For how many years the Pandavas had been living in exile? For how many years? The Pandavas had been living in exile for 12 years. What report was given by the sky? It's not sky, children, just correct it out. It's spy. ओके, स्पाई, ओके, जासूस यहाँ पे. सो स्पाई ने क्या इंफॉर्मेशन दी कौरव्स को पांडव के बारे में? द स्पाई गेव देम द इंफॉर्मेशन दैट द पांडव्स वर लिविंग वेरी हैप्पीली इन द फॉरेस्ट. स्पाई ने क्या इंफॉर्मेशन दी? जासूस ने क्या इंफॉर्मेशन दी कौरव्स को? दैट पांडव्स आर लिविंग वेरी हैप्पीली इन द फॉरेस्ट. शुड जस्ट नोट दीज आंसर्स इन योर बुक ओनली, सो दैट whenever you need to learn the answers, you have the answers there itself. Okay, आपको सामने के सामने आंसर्स मिल जाएंगे. So just whatever the answer is, just note down in the book itself. Okay. Question number 4. Which campaign was started by the Kauravas? So Kauravas took the military campaign in the forest where Pandavas were living. कौरव ने क्या डिसाइड किया, एक मिलिट्री कैंपेन लेके जाएंगे, पूरी की पूरी सेना लेके जाएंगे जहाँ पे पांडव रह रहे हैं उस फॉरेस्ट के अंदर. Okay, so let's move to the chapter again. All arrangements were made under the supervision of Duryodhan. Okay, so now all arrangements for what? Arrangements for military campaign. So सारे arrangement किए गए, सारे कैसे क्या इसे ले जाना है, ये सारा arrangement किया. And they were made under the supervision of Duryodhan. So who is Duryodhan? Duryodhan is the elder brother of the Kauravas. में सबसे बड़ा भाई है, that is Duryodhan. And most cunning, he is the most cunning of all the Kauravas, and he is the most cunning, and he is the eldest of all the Kauravas. कौरव के जो 100 भाई हैं उसमें सबसे बड़ा है और सबसे ज्यादा तेज भी यही है. One fine morning, the parade started. So now the parade means the military parade. पूरी की पूरी जो सेना है वो एक दिन चल पड़ी. The Kauravas led their beautiful chariots with their renowned warriors in them. अब उसके अंदर कौन गया एक सेना के अंदर? उनके ब्यूटीफुल चैरियट्स थे. चैरियट्स मींस व्हाट? रथ थे. तो ब्यूटीफुल रथ के अंदर, सुंदर सुंदर रथ के अंदर कौरव थे. एंड विद देयर रिनाउंड वॉरियर्स इन देम. और उसके अंदर कौन थे? उनके जो योद्धा थे, जो बहुत ग्रेट योद्धा थे कौरव के, वो भी साथ में गए. They were followed by soldiers on elephants and horses. और उनके पीछे कौन आ रहा था? They were soldiers coming before after them, and the soldiers were on horses and elephants. Okay, so it was a great military campaign. It was a huge military campaign. There were beautiful chariots, there were elephants, there were horses, and the soldiers were there, and the warriors were there. All well armed and ready for battle. So well armed means what? इन सबके पास बहुत सारे हथियार थे. ओके, आर्म्ड मींस, वेल आर्म्ड मींस हैविंग, सो बहुत सारे हथियार होना किसी के पास, बहुत अच्छे अच्छे हथियार और बहुत सारे हथियार होना. सो ऑल द आर्मी इट वाज वेल आर्म्ड एंड रेडी फॉर बैटल. और वो लड़ाई के लिए तैयार थे, युद्ध के लिए तैयार थे. The procession reached the forest and stopped by the side of a river. Okay, so now this procession means this parade, this whole campaign. Okay, ये जो सारा campaign था, military campaign था, पूरा का पूरा जो आर्मी थी, इट रीच द फॉरेस्ट में पहुंची है जहाँ पे पांडव्स वर लिविंग, एंड इट स्टॉप बाय द साइड ऑफ अ रिवर. और एक रिवर साइड पे आके ये रुक गए. यू नो, फॉर अ रेस्ट ऑफ सम टाइम दे स्टॉप्ड एट द साइड ऑफ द रिवर. अ कैंप वाज सेट अप देयर. सो नाउ अ कैंप वाज सेट अप देयर. अब इन्होंने थोड़ा रेस्ट करना था इन लोगों को, सो दे सेट अप अ कैंप देयर. The forest around was beautiful. So now, what do they see? That the forest in which the Pandavas are living, it is very beautiful. उन्होंने देखा कि forest जिसमें रह रहे पांडव, ये बहुत सुंदर है. Fruit laden trees were swinging with merriment. उन्होंने वहां क्या देखा कि बहुत सारे fruit वाले trees हैं वहां पे. Fruit laden means fruit से भरे हुए, fruit से लदे हुए जो trees हैं, वो forest के अंदर बहुत सारे fruit से लदे हुए trees हैं. The river was flowing at its full and its water was as clear as crystal. And वहाँ पे एक बहुत सुंदर सी नदी बह रही है, बहुत तेज नदी बह रही है. And its water is so clear. Its water is very clear. Its water is clear as crystal. एकदम चमकता हुआ साफ पानी है river का. The Kauravas felt jealous. अब कौरव्स को क्या हुआ? उनसे jealous feel हुई कि हमने तो इनको exile में भेजा था, but still they are living here happily. The Kauravas felt jealous that the Pandavas were living in such a beautiful place. So Kauravas felt jealous because they thought that must be living in exile. They thought that Pandavas must be living very sadly. But what did they find out? They found out that Kauravas were living in such a beautiful place. बहुत सुंदर जगह में रह रहे हैं, भले ही वो forest में रह रहे हैं, but they are living in a very beautiful place. The wicked Shakuni. So who is Shakuni? As the girl answered, what did she say? Shakuni is the maternal uncle of Pandavas. Sorry, Kauravas. Okay, तो शकुनी कौन है? शकुनी मामा है इनके, कौरव्स के. तो उन्होंने जो विकेट शकुनी, ये बहुत, इनको बहुत चालें आती है दिमाग में, इनको बहुत ज्यादा कि ऐसा कर दें और वैसा कर दें, ये सब कौन सोचता है? ये शकुनी मामा सोचते हैं. So अभी भी अगर कोई ऐसे प्लान करता है ना, तो ही इज कॉल्ड एज शकुनी मामा. Okay, so the wicked Shakuni thought of a plan to harm the Pandavas. So now Shakuni thinks of a plan. He thinks of a plan to harm the Pandavas. He thinks कि Pandavas को हम कैसे नुकसान पहुंचाएं, उनका हम कैसे कुछ बिगाड़ें. He advised Duryodhan to pour poison into the river. And what his plan is, he decides that ये जो सुंदर सी नदी बह रही है, this huge river, this full flowing river, we will add poison into the water of the river. हम इस पूरी river को poison कर देंगे, पूरे इसमें जहर डाल देंगे. They planned that by drinking the poisoned water, all the Pandavas would die. And what was their plan? That we will poison the river, and by adding poison into the river, all the Pandavas will die when they will drink the water from the river. जो Pandavas इस नदी में से पानी पिएंगे तब वो मर जाएंगे क्योंकि इसके अंदर हमने जहर मिला दिया. Okay, so let's move towards the oral response questions. Whose supervision was going on for arrangements? Okay, so किसके supervision में ये सारे arrangements हो रहे थे? I want answer from you people. Just children, answer me the question. Whose supervision was going on for the arrangements? किसके supervision में सारा का सारा arrangement हो रहा था? Who's raising hand? Devraj. Okay, Devraj, I'm unmuting you. Oh, just a second, children. I've unmuted some other person, I guess. Just wait for a second, children. Okay, Devraj, I'm unmuting you. Yeah.
All arrangements were made under the supervision of Duryodhan.
Yes, correct. So all the supervisions, they were made under the supervision of, all the arrangements were made under the supervision of Duryodhan. Correct. Correct, Devraj. Okay, Krishna Sharma, you are trying to enter the class now. When the class is going to end, you are trying to enter the class now. So I'm not letting you admit, okay, children? Those who are coming to the class now, this is not the time to enter the class. Okay, dear? So just, you're not allowed to enter the class. Just move out of the class. Krishna Sharma, don't enter the class when the class is going to end. If you really want to be in the class, just be on time. Okay, this is not the time to enter the class. Okay, children, so who are here? Let's move toward the question number 2. Where did the procession reach? Okay, so where did the procession reach? This procession of the army men. Where did the procession reach? Okay, Devraj is again raising his hand. Devraj, you have answered one question. Let me ask other children. Where did this procession, ये जो military procession था, military campaign था, पूरी army थी, ये कहाँ पहुंची? Anybody? Okay, Anshul is raising his hand. Anshul, I'm unmuting you, okay?
The procession
Yes,
reached,
Anshul, I've unmuted you.
the procession reached the forest and stopped by the side of a river.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so you just don't have to copy the answer as it is from the chapter, okay? You can just simply answer कि procession कहाँ पहुंचा? Procession, it reached the, where is it? The procession reached the forest and it stopped by the side of a river. So you're answering in the whole way. But procession हमको simply बताना है कि procession कहाँ पहुंचा? Forest में पहुंचा. इतना सा answer. That's it. Okay. So you don't have to copy the answer as it is. Okay. Okay. So next question. Describe this place where they have stopped. So how was the place where the Kauravas stopped? How was that place? Where did they stop and how was the place? कैसी थी वो जगह और कहाँ पे रुके जो कौरव से वो? Is who will answer? Faster, children. Devraj is again raising his hand. You have answered, Devraj. Let me ask the question to other. Hemender. Hemender is raising his hand. I'm unmuting you. Hemender. Yes, Hemender.
Very beautiful place where Kaurav stay.
Ruko. Wait. Where did they stop first? Let me answer the first question. Where did they stop, everyone? Kauravas, where did they stop?
In forest.
They stopped by the side of a very beautiful river. Okay. And how was this place? ये place थी कैसी? अच्छा ये बताओ. How was this place?
That place is very beautiful.
That place was very beautiful. The river was flowing and there were fruit-laden trees. यहाँ पे बहुत सारे fruit-laden trees थे and the river was very beautiful. Okay, Hemendra, good. Next one. Which person thought to harm the Pandavas? Who thought to harm the Pandavas? Question number 4. Okay, there's so many people who are raising their hand. Okay, Niharika, answer. Niharika Chobe, I'm unmuting you. Wait, I'm unmuting you. Yeah, Niharika, answer.
Ma'am, Shakun.
Answer. Yeah, give me the full answer. Give me the full answer for the question. Which person thought to harm the Pandavas?
Shakuni thought to harm the Pandavas.
Correct. Good, Niharika. Okay, so this Shakuni, the maternal uncle of Kauravas ke jo mama the, Shakuni, he decided to harm the Pandavas. Okay. Okay, children. So we will. You have to complete these 3 questions as your assignment for today's assignment. You have to complete these 3 questions, and you have to submit it to me on Scholars ERP. You know the rule, right? You have to submit these questions, complete these questions, and submit it to me on Scholars ERP. Okay, children, so that's all for today's lecture. I just want to see all of you here. Just switch on your cameras faster. I want to see all of you. Kashish, Toshin, Vatsal, you have not switched on your cameras faster. Kushi, you have not switched on your cameras faster. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Everyone is here. Meghna, Vatsal, you have not switched on your cameras. Please switch on your cameras faster. Everyone be here. Okay, I can see you. Okay, children. So that's all for today's lecture. We will meet in the next one. Till then, that's all, and bye-bye, and we will meet in the next lecture. Thank you so much.